And
we're live.
We're live. Hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Davis's Kitchen.
Yep. I'm Chili.
And I'm Nikki. We did that backwards this week.
It'll be fine.
It's Thursday night.
It is.
What's
for dinner?
Cooking breakfast for dinner again.
Yes, we are.
Somebody's phone's going off behind me.
Mine.
And
telling us that we're live.
I know. What are we having? We're having omelets. We're going to do omelets a couple different ways.
One veggie and one not. We'll let you at home guess who gets which one.
And one classic and one Western. And we'll talk about French omelets. But I like things in my omelets, so I don't do French omelets very often. And cheesy hash browns, because I am a hash brown nut. My favorite breakfast food is hash browns. Go figure.
So,
Yeah.
And then, we're going to have breakfast for dinner. We might as well have a breakfast drink to go along with it. So we'll do that.
So what are we drinking?
Well, something over there.
Something over here?
Something over there. So tonight, you might notice that we're wearing some special T-shirts.
I covered mine up already.
Yeah. So tonight is brain cancer awareness. We lost a good friend of mine to brain cancer recently. And we are all 100% Team Lisa tonight.
And a bunch of us bought T-shirts to help raise money.
So we're raising some money for Team Lisa. And that's it. Yeah. So fuck cancer. And
amen.
Yep.
I'm right there with you. Plenty of it in our lives.
Yep. It sucks.
So now that we're totally depressed, let's get some caffeine.
Get some caffeine and some booze going in us. So we've been YouTubing all this wonderfulness, and
well, we're trying to YouTube. We do better with Facebook, but
well, no, we've been watching YouTube.
We've been watching YouTube.
YouTube and some other wonderfulness. So we saw this Mr. Black's right there, Mr. Black Cold Brew Coffee. So we're gonna make a little drink from that recipe catalog.
It's coffee liqueur.
It is coffee liqueur. So I need to get some ice in my shaker.
I'm coming. The ice cream is
I'm gonna get some scissors and trim my underarm off.
Would you like to do that on camera or off camera?
I need my measuring cup.
Quick surgery, guys. Got a string hanging. There you go.
Got a straggler. Need my measuring cup.
Find it? Oh, it might be in the dishwasher.
I got it. I got it. Looky there. So you always have to have something to measure your fun stuff with. Yeah.
It's not
it's just easier this
counting
way.
1, 2, 3, 4 slowly.
So we have 2 ounces of Mr. Black's coffee. Liqueur.
Cold brew coffee liqueur.
Yeah.
We discovered this on one of our favorite YouTube channels.
How to drink.
Go figure how to drink.
Imagine that we actually like that one.
Favorite YouTube channels.
Yep. So we have 2 ounces each. We're going to use ½ ounce of espresso each. So.
And cold brew.
Yeah, it's cold brew. So there's that. And then I need some hazelnut syrup.
Wee bit.
I know we have a little bit, so.
We have a wee bit, but we have others that we can.
Well, it's coffee drinks. Just mix in whatever you want.
Whatever syrup you want in it.
So.
You want ice in the glasses?
Yeah, sure.
My cute little glasses that I decided we'd use.
There we go. We gotta shake it.
Sorry, I'm making a nice mess over here for the dog stuff.
What?
Are we topping with anything?
We can.
Where are my dogs?
Right over there. We can try it without the topping. And then on round 2 or 3, we can. It's iced coffee, folks. So this is what we're having with some Mr. Blacks.
Boozy iced coffee.
If you want something other than that, make something other than that. So this is what she looks like.
Try it with, without.
Yeah, we'll try it without first.
It looks yummy.
Great.
It smells yummy.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
That's some good stuff.
That's good stuff.
I don't think it needs anything. I was gonna.
Nope, no cream, no half and half, no milk.
No, it doesn't need it.
It's all it is right there.
That's yummy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So,
It even looks a little bit like a tuxedo. The bottle does.
sort of. So
I thought that when I bought it.
go out and buy you some Mr. Black cold brew coffee.
Those of you who are living close to where we do in Carbondale, Westroads carries it, but they were out, so we found it at Pinch Penny Liquors. Those are the only two places in Carbondale that have it.
Supposedly.
According to Mr. Black's website.
Yeah.
God, this is good.
I know.
Yummy.
Yep. So we'll have to make more of that because that's not going to last us through this episode. But that's okay.
Wow.
We have extras.
I think that's probably on the top 5 list of coffee drinks that we've had, or drinks that we've had.
Oh yeah, definitely good.
I'll start cooking in a minute. I promise.
Hey, I got plenty to make more. So
Okay.
maybe need something other than hazelnut here pretty soon because
I've got
pretty
like,
low
toffee flavored.
Yeah, we'll just try something different.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Cook.
I'm cooking.
All right.
So we're going to rearrange some things.
Okay.
And first things first is we're going to get our hash browns going. And we have done the whole hash browns from scratch thing on here before. Are you looking to see how it's gotcha?
Showing the pan.
Yeah. So, and I've grated the potatoes and done all of that. So tonight we're going to cheat because I know you guys don't grate real potatoes on a weeknight.
Nobody.
We use frozen hash browns out of a bag. So guess what? We're using frozen hash browns out of a bag.
Yes.
It's
okay.
However, it was a small bag, maybe the 20-ounce size. I forgot. But it was the smaller of the bags you can buy at the grocery store. I did thaw them, however, and let them kind of drain a bit to get some of the moisture out of them. So we're going to, we have our oven preheating to 375. And we have a cast iron skillet. So I'm going to be warm before the end of this.
Well, we have the fan going.
Yeah, I know. I hope you guys can hear that too bad. But I turned the fan off because the oven's going and I've got cast iron and it's going to get hot in here a little bit. We're going to put about 4 tablespoons, give or take, of butter. And would you let MJ out? She's headed back door. In our cast iron. I'm going to shift here. Hang on a second. Ignore my dirty stove. I didn't have time to clean it today. All right, so about 4 tablespoons, but I'm going to go roughly a tablespoon at a time here, so it melts a little bit faster. And we're going to fit as many hash browns in this pan as possible. We're going to save that butter for our omelets.
Yep.
We're going to let that melt. And then we're going to push our hash browns down in there and get them kind of started. And then we're going to kind of let them sit so they get a nice little crust on the bottom. Then we're going to add a little bit of cheese, milk, some eggs to them, pour that over, then bake them off for about 10 minutes. So while that's going, and yes, this looks like a lot of butter, but it's going to soak up in those hash browns in a big way. And it's butter, guys, and it's Thursday night, and
yeah, it's the beginning of the weekend.
All right, so butter melted. potatoes shredded if you're using.
You're not using the store-bought stuff?
Yes, and dry. Well, you know what? We're just gonna get them all in here. So I think this was a 20-ounce, give or take, package of frozen hash brown potatoes. Well, all right. And I'm going to salt these liberally because we know that potatoes take salt.
Lots of salt.
Don't do this at home.
Or just use
tongs.
kitchen hands. Kitchen hands in the house.
And I'm going to press those down. And we're kind of making hash brown casserole here, but in cast iron and not all mixed up. We're gonna let those go for about 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay, I'm watching the clock.
Watch the clock, and if you shift me over here, I'll do the rest of that.
Okay. You're over there. Hey, look at that. There's some coffee drink in the.
Sorry, there is.
Yep.
We're gonna take a drink of that coffee drink.
Okay.
Okay. So while those are cooking, I'm going to mix up eggs that I'm running out of room here. 1, 2.
What can I do now?
3. Stand there so I can hand you the eggs when I'm done.
All right.
Because I don't have anything over here to put in. Okay. Remember, crack on a flat surface so you don't get shell
In the pan.
issues going on. Just make sure you crack hard enough that you can actually get the egg open. And I stack my eggs in my other hand when I crack them, so I don't have weird egg things going on.
And then she hands them off
And
to
then I
her
throw them in the
assistant.
sink.
Your assistant's hand is right here.
Actually, they're all over my hands, so I'm gonna rinse the hands off.
Go for it. Ready to stir those?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
We want them crusty on the bottom.
Okay.
We're going to, so 4 eggs.
I'm about ready for drink number 2.
Yeah, go ahead. If you have half and half, use it. I'm going to put about half a cup of milk in here. And it's lactose-free milk. I mean, you don't have to have like full fat. I wouldn't do less than 2%, so somewhere between 2% and half. Cream might be too heavy. Salt, pepper, I don't know where pepper is. And we're going to find the whisk. And we're going to break your yolks, make it easy. Whisk these up so those yolks are nice and combined. You're going to see me whisking a lot tonight, making omelets. You'll have this light yellow color. I hope that color is coming through because that's a pretty color.
We're out of hazelnut.
Okay. And would you shift me back to the other camera, please?
Yeah. Other camera.
Yeah. So we're going to pour this all over the top and kind of let it start to sink down in there.
Ooh.
Cast iron handles get hot, so don't do that if you have hands that can't handle it.
Yep.
And we have a combination. Any kind of cheese you want to put on here is fine. We've got
your favorite cheese.
Monterey Jack and sharp cheddar. So we're going to use a combination of these two. And just enough on top to get it bubbly in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
One cheese. It is. I cheat a lot and use store-bought shredded cheese.
Somebody heard that word.
Uh-oh. Sorry, baby. I'll have to get them cheese a little bit.
Yep.
But just kind of FYI, shredded cheese has coating on it to keep it from sticking together in the packaging.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually better for you to shred your own. But
we're going the easy way.
I rarely do that.
We're going easy tonight.
Yes, because you know what? I've lived my whole life off of shredded cheese, and I think, okay. Okay, so this going in the oven, 375 preheated. Oy, 10 minutes.
All right.
And that is a 9-inch cast iron skillet, so it didn't take much.
Alexa, set a timer for how many minutes?
10.
10 minutes. Well, she didn't do it.
Right.
Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. Starting now.
Okay. Ta-da. Now we're going to
Omelets, right?
omelets. Yes, omelets.
More eggs.
You're looking at my pan.
I know. Give me a second. You're looking at your lack of pan.
Well,
Oh, you moved it.
no, I moved my other pan over, yeah. So let us know what you're having for dinner tonight.
And if we need to make extras, because you're on your way
I'm not
over.
quite there yet.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, dude.
I'm sorry.
Okay. First one we're going to make, have to make 3. Phoebe's going to want a Western. You're going to want a Western.
I'm going to want a Western.
So we'll do the Western omelet first.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff and Phoebe are both as few vegetables as necessary.
I prefer calling it maximizing the meat.
Maximizing the meat. Okay.
Yes.
That'll work. So I'm going to use Canadian bacon.
Because
Yeah.
there's a Western Canada.
Well, because that's what I have. Number one, omelets are made out of what I have in the refrigerator at the time. So Phoebe's out here asking for soda.
Hi. Love you, people.
We love you too, people.
Yep.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, human.
So if you had ham, that's fine. If you buy deli ham, that's fine. If you buy the ham that is in a package that's already cubed up,
That's fine too.
that's fine too. If you use sausage, go for it. What I have is Canadian bacon. And Canadian bacon, if you've ever had an Egg McMuffin, they come, the original comes with Canadian bacon rounds on it. That's what we're talking about here. And Canadian bacon is technically not Canadian. It's called Canadian bacon in the U.S. because it was first sent to the U.S. through Toronto or from Toronto.
Oh.
So that's how it kind of arrived here.
Well,
So we put the name Canadian on it to differentiate it from ham and regular bacon.
Yeah.
So
is it a ham?
Well, it is a pig.
Yeah.
And our bacon comes from the belly
Yep.
of the pig.
Yeah.
Canadian bacon is from the back.
Oh.
So it's quite a bit leaner, a little bit more ham, similar to ham than our traditional bacon. It is called back bacon in Europe and in Canada. Here we call it Canadian bacon to differentiate.
Let's eat it.
So we're going to probably not use all of this tonight, but I'm going to cut it into some dices.
Make sure there's enough for both the kids now.
Well, you know what? I'm going to cut it all up because I'll use it this week.
That's awesome.
He's still doing it well there. Actually, a little bit of gristle I'm going to cut out that I stuck my finger in. Try not to cut my finger off. It's kind of weird. So if you're using this, just cut it into hunks that you can use in the omelet. Would you do me a favor and get that other frying pan down so I can heat this up?
Of course. I'd love to. The little blue one or the little black?
No, these one right here.
Oh, this one?
Mhm. Oh, this is really good. So Canadian bacon is smoked,
So it's
so it's already
cooked.
ready to go. Unlike our bacon, you have to cook it, fry it.
Fry it up in a pan,
Yeah.
as the song says.
Now, Western omelets require you to cook everything separately and then add it to the omelet as filling later. Classic omelets, everything goes in the pan
And cooks together.
and cooks together. We're going to do both. I'll show you how to do both. Classic omelets are faster because of that. And French omelets work really the same way from a cooking. It's okay. I'm going to give them part of this. But they don't have anything in them but some herbs. And all that. Okay. Okay, well, here's 3 more pieces. You can give it a toss. So we're going to get that going. I don't know where B is.
I don't know. Oh, man.
For you and these. Now, omelets go.
You missed out.
Kind of, you have to do them one at a time. So if you want to turn that back on me, then I can get this going.
Like that?
Yeah. So you kind of have to keep them warm somehow, and I usually stick them in the oven just to keep them enclosed in something with some foil over the top, which also helps melt the cheese if it's not already melted. However, because we have something in the oven, I'll probably stick them up in the microwave to let them sit. That, and I'm kind of out of room in here tonight. So we're going to let that warm up. We're going to turn our other burner on. I have another 9-inch frying pan. This one, you'll be able to see this when we switch back to the other camera. It has sides up that are kind of rounded instead of straight up like a frying pan really does, which is what you want to be able to move the egg around. And guess what we're going to add to that?
Butter.
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 I'm going to melt some more butter. Doesn't take much for an omelet. Half tablespoon. Okay. 3 eggs. And if you don't want 3-egg omelet, do 2-egg omelet.
We want 3 egg omelet.
Yeah, no. These are little.
If not 4.
Whoa, hello. Oh, that was a double yolker.
Sweet. I didn't get it on camera.
No, it's okay.
There, now it's on camera.
And these are farm eggs too, so they're going to be probably a little more orange than what you guys are used to from the grocery store.
Farm eggs are good eggs.
Farm eggs are awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want herbs at all in yours?
Yeah, I like herbs.
All right, so eggs are protein, so salt and pepper, just like you would do any other kind of protein.
Mm-hmm.
Don't overdo it. I overdid it last time I did these. We had really salty eggs.
Yeah. Do I need to do anything with this?
Let's turn around if you want to.
With this?
Yeah.
This wooden thing?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a whole lot of
Yeah.
water on
All right.
this.
So, well, that's part of why I wanted to cook it too.
Yeah, put some water out of it.
I'm chopping up some flat leaf parsley. And you have to cut or crush or otherwise ruin your herbs to get the flavor out of them, to really come out of them. All right, here's the debate, guys. Do you add water? And I'm asking to see what you guys do. Or do you add milk?
Oh, and milk.
Or do you let them be?
Milk. Milk. Milk.
If you add anything, don't add much. Less than a tablespoon.
Milk.
And honestly, it all depends on
How much?
how you were taught. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just, yeah.
How you grew up? Uh-oh. This one's about done.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
We will
Alexa, cancel.
move this out of the way. Oh gosh, that's heavy. Oh. I don't want to move it too. I think it looks good. Oh, look at those. You could have walked this way.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'll do. That. Forgot about this. Look at
Oh,
that. Warm.
yes.
All right, I turn this oven off.
You can. I'm gonna make sure they're plenty warm. Okay. Making sure they were done all the way. By the time we're done, those would be.
Nice and ready to eat.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. Oh, here. Some of that is evaporated.
Mhm.
All right, so let's get an omelet done.
Yes, please.
Because this whole process is making me move slow.
Get hungry here.
Okay. So you need a spatula.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
On low heat so it doesn't get away from you.
Water in Worcestershire. Yeah.
You know what? I do Worcestershire sometimes too. If you want to crack a few more eggs into that, I appreciate it.
30? I can do that.
And let it sit just a wee bit, a little bit, and then you're going to start moving it around. And I'm slow and steady with this. I watch chefs on TV do this really fast, and it gets away from me. So, but if you pull in and kind of move it around so you fill that gap, it's going to cook a lot faster. No need to put lids on it or anything like that. I don't like a lot of color on my omelets. My children are a little bit different than that.
Oh.
So we're gonna get some brown butter color on the bottom. And just as soon as this middle starts to set up a little bit, we're gonna start filling it with our cheese. See, so we don't have a lot of movement there. So we're gonna let that sit. And that butter, see how that's moving around quite a bit? That butter's gonna help it significantly. Woo!
Thanks.
Hot mama. Thank you. God, that's good.
I
Is there
know.
more?
There's plenty more. It doesn't take long at all for me to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Make,
Oh,
please.
all right.
While I stand here and watch the omelet. It's like watching
Paint dry.
water boil. Now, if you're really impatient, you can put a lid on this and let it steam to finish off that top. I don't worry too much about it. Might be here a little bit longer. All right, so this is still just a little bit on the barely runny side right here.
The Madagascar vanilla, or do you want the, I'm going to give you the toffee.
Toffee is fine.
Toffee rhymes with coffee, so that's what you're getting.
So at this point, we can cover that with cheese, and by the time we are done, that will be done. You're not going to have raw runny egg. So Western omelet, half. Unless you just were really looking for a heart attack special, then cover all of them. Ham. Lots of ham. Chili Davis omelet.
That's right. I thought mine would have more of the other kind of cheese.
Now you want Monterey Jack too?
Yeah, I like
Okay.
Monterey Jack better. I like cheddar.
No layer cheese. All right, plate. Pardonnez-moi.
Okay, pardon.
All right, I need to switch over here to this camera, please, so I can
Hold on just a second.
dismount.
I'm pouring.
Okay, so we're going to
Go for it. You're over there.
We're going to fold and see how we've got. That's a nice brown color. That's typical of a Western American omelet. And we made the discount.
That looks delicious.
If you wanted to melt more cheese on top, you could. We're going to keep this one warm
I throwing a plate on top of it?
by throwing another plate on top of it. 'Cause I can't stick it in the oven yet, or right now.
No, not right now.
Another plate on top. And it's going to sit in the microwave for a few minutes until we're done.
Drink.
Ooh, thank you. Let's see how this one is.
Mhm.
It's nice and foamy.
It's because I shake it.
That's good too.
Mhm.
That's a little bit sweeter because of
The
the
toffee instead of the
coffee. Yeah.
hazelnut.
Guess what we're going to do, guys?
More butter.
Repeat.
This is a PB.
This is a Phoebe, also Western. So really the difference here, if you go to like Denny's and you see Western omelet, it's going to have like ham and cheese and stuff in it.
Yep.
It's kind of the American style, as opposed to the other two that we're going to look at. Phoebe is not an herby.
The other two.
Well, the other one we're going to do, and the other one we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the other.
Little salt, little pepper.
Salt, little pepper. Milk or water if you want.
Amber's on, she says that omelet looks beautiful.
Oh, thank you. And for Phoebes, that's all we do.
Oh, we put nothing, no herbs?
No, I don't think
Yeah,
she's gonna
she's
do
got good
herbs.
herbs.
Yeah. And I sometimes put Worcestershire sauce in here too. Or some other kind of flavor.
Yeah.
Okay. Dry our hands off.
Huh?
My hands were all.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now we've got some brown butter going over here, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
also fine. A little bit nutty, but
Should be fine with it.
would
Need more
you
eggs?
crack 3 more eggs, please? Thank you.
Yep, I got 3 more eggs coming.
Okay. And you're gonna get to watch this all over again. All right, so we have a hot skillet, so you can see that's kind of bubbling up now. That's okay, just pop the bubbles and it'll fill in. But push and pull towards the center. Move around. Fill the gaps.
You know what I did earlier?
Mm.
We used the shell, track shell method.
Oh, did you? Did you
Yeah.
lose the shell?
I lost it. Yeah, chunk. Shell.
All right, so now we've got.
Pretty decent sized chunk that I lost.
All right, I'm gonna try and heat up just a little bit and let that set, and then we'll start again. I'll let you guys watch that. I will be right back.
There's 3 eggs. Cracked and ready to rock and roll.
Get it going out of the way. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Welcome.
Okay, well that's kind of doing its thing. I'll I'm gonna work on my omelet.
Debbie Moore wants veggies in hers.
I'm gonna put veggies in mine.
Oh man, that one looks good already. Look at that. That thing looks beautiful. Did you already flip that, or is that just
No.
unflipped?
Well, technically, you don't flip an omelet. You just
Oh,
fold over on Western
gotcha. Man, that looks good.
after you fill it.
Yeah.
And on the classic, I'm gonna do you roll it,
You
kind
roll
of
it.
like you do a crepe.
Oh.
So we're gonna do yellow cheese in this one,
Yep. Oh,
and this is okay. This you can, plenty of butter gives you plenty of movement,
movement. Oh yeah.
and all of that looks like it's still a little jiggly is gonna cook. Be
When
well
you-
cooked
when
by
you
the time we're
fold it,
done.
oh, yeah. You gotta give her some meat. She likes the meat
Oh, she
too.
loves ham.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna put a little bit of ham in mine, but I'm mostly a veggie.
You are.
Okay,
You are a veggie sore. Whereas your kid and I
plate please.
are definitely carnivorous.
Okay, here we're gonna fold again. Here we. So not as brown on that one.
Still looks beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Ready
Man,
for
that
this
looks-
now?
Yeah, hold on. Dismount away. Man.
For the dismount. And
Some little cheese on top.
show you how you melt the cheese on top. Hang on, please. Thank you.
There you go.
Invert plate. Dirty plate. Put cheese on top. And because you've got plates on plates, they can stack. In the microwave.
In the microwave. What did it say?
Now, a little bit different on the next one.
Uncle Dan says no mushrooms on his.
No mushrooms. Okay, so I had leftover zucchini and corn
Leftover from what? This weekend?
from
Not last night.
no.
I was about to say that one from last night. That was
Sunday.
Sunday.
I did it with steak on Sunday,
That's right.
trying to get people to eat their vegetables.
I ate it. All mine disappeared.
So this we're going to
Dump in first.
dump in first. So we're
Wow.
moving from Western omelet to classic omelet.
Oh.
You know
What the
what-
hell?
You know why there's 101 folds on a chef's hat, like the old-fashioned traditional I'm important chef's hat?
No, no.
Because there's 101 ways to master eggs.
Oh. Is there really 101 folds? I think you're fooling me.
Somebody look that up.
I think you're trying to play me.
Okay, I'm gonna crack this. Oh, actually, I'm gonna turn it back on. I turned it off. All right, so we're gonna
Did you
let
put the
this,
meat in it?
and I'll put it in at the last minute.
Oh, okay. So no green peppers?
Mm-mm.
No onions?
No, I didn't want to cook all that. I'm using up leftovers, guys.
Hey, leftovers.
Okay,
Omelets are a great way to use up leftovers.
so I'm gonna do a classic omelet. A traditional French omelet is 3 eggs,
Three.
salt, pepper.
Salt, pepper.
I'm pretty sure salt and pepper.
Why not?
In my house, it would be. And parsley, chives, and 2 other green herbs I can't remember that I never have.
Oh.
All mixed up, no water, no milk.
Ugh.
Same butter in the skillet. Put it in the skillet. No color whatsoever. It stays the yellow of the egg color, and it's very creamy on the middle and on the inside. And the dismount from the pan is like I did the crepes, a month or 6 weeks ago. You roll it and you kind of roll it out of the pan, so it's this nice rolled up omelet. The classic omelet, kind of that same preparation, but you put all your filling in the pan and then you pour your stuff in.
Throw your meat in there. You gotta have some meat.
I'm putting my meat in. Okay. And because I like cheese in mine,
You're gonna put cheese in before you put your
you put the cheese in with the eggs.
Oh my. Hold on, let me transfer you back to that camera so they can see what you did.
Sorry. We're back and forth a lot tonight, guys.
Notice
Okay.
that there's cheese in there.
3 eggs, salt, pepper, parsley, cheese.
Whisk.
I'm sorry, I have to have milk in mine.
Uh-oh.
This is an American Midwest.
Not much milk though.
Just enough to pull it all together here.
Yeah.
And there's schools of thought on milk and water releases steam and makes them fluffier. That's some horse shit. I mean, that's not at all true.
I prefer the horseshit term myself, but you know.
Now, you don't want any white, no, no, I didn't talk about that. You want all of this combined really, really well. No stringy albumin, the white part. Sling it all over the kitchen. Okay. Yeah, my vegetables have good color. They had good color anyway because I roasted them the other night.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on, let me.
Taking them off the heat a little bit.
Okay.
All right, this right in on the top.
Yep.
Same.
You missed some cheese.
Okay. Same movement here. This is probably going to be too thick to roll, but we're going to do our best.
While we do the old
It's a
Western.
fatty.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It might end up a Western. It's got
just
some
like
stuff
me.
in it. Okay. We'll let that sit.
That's sitting. Oh man, that looks good. Even with all the veggies, it looks good. Needs more cheese though.
Nah, not for me, it doesn't.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Cheese,
Yeah.
cheese and I did not get along. That's why I have
no.
lactose-free milk here. That cheddar usually doesn't bother me, but that Monterey Jack might. Right. And can you put the eggs in, please? We're done with those two.
We're done with the eggers?
So,
Anything?
through a dozen plus eggs. I don't want a whole lot of color on mine because I just don't like them that way, but I've got a little bit of runny there. Not much. And again, you could put a lid on this and let that steam done, but the problem doing that is going to make your eggs tough when they're on, by the time they get to your plate and you start eating them. Leaving it just a hair underdone by the time you roll it and get on the plate, all of that steam on the inside is going to have cooked the rest of the egg the rest of the way, and you'll have very tender, creamy eggs as opposed to tough. And it's hard to think of an egg being tough, but
Yeah.
they can be. Okay. So we're
I
still
guess.
we'll
I guess if they get beaten enough, they get tough.
if you beat your eggs enough, they're gonna be tough. All right, so we are going to attempt to roll this. I don't think it's going to. I've got too much in here. I do my omelets like I do my Doritos.
Oh, Amber says she keeps turning her phone with our skillet like she's playing a video game.
I love you.
It's so great.
Okay, we're gonna Western omelet this puppy. That sucker's not gonna make it out of the pan.
Nope.
Too much.
Too much goodies in it.
Oh well, I'm okay with that.
Right, let's get these out and set them out under the camera so we can see them all.
So, word of the wise: don't overstuff your omelets.
Yep.
Here's this one. Oh, here, I'm just gonna get them out.
Okay. Oh, that looks so good.
Here's yours, still hot and fresh.
Oh, that looks so good too. This one's mine.
Here's my scrambled eggs.
All right. Yours are scrambled.
Well, it's got too much stuff in
It's
it.
too full. We've got too much stuffers.
Well, oh, it almost did it. Oh
It's
well.
close.
Let me tell you a secret.
It's still edible.
It's still going to be scrumptious and probably way more food than I am going to eat.
So
Okay.
here we go. Let's put some display here.
We got cheesy hash browns here, too. I know.
Omelets. Omelets, omelets, omelets.
Oh,
Here's a plate. I don't know whose that is. I think that was
that's
mine.
Phoebe's.
Oh, it's Phoebe's.
That's why I put cheese on top.
Oh, okay.
There's one. These look yummy. Nice and crispy on that side. There you go. Scrambled egg omelet. You know, best laid plans,
Nice and thin.
right? I mean, look at those cheesy potatoes right there.
That.
That is gold.
It is, isn't it?
Like literally, but it's guys, that's it.
That's all we got.
And if your omelets don't turn out like you wanted to,
And you're just eating scrambled eggs.
so Phoebe's gonna douse hers in ketchup. Chili's gonna douse his in sour cream
Yep.
or hot sauce or both.
Probably both.
Yeah, I'm kind of an egg and ketchup person, which is
Yeah.
people.
You guys
It's
are awful.
ketchup. That's how my mom got me to eat scrambled. I hated eggs. I still
Yeah.
like eggs, but that's
So-
how I ate scrambled eggs because that's the only way I would eat scrambled eggs when I was a kid is ketchup because it's ketchup.
So
That's it.
that's it. That's all we got for the week.
Yeah. I
All right, well, everybody-
it's easy breezy.
Have a great night tonight. Remember, so keep in your mind, Team Lisa,
Yes, because
fuck cancer, and
it sucked. Let me tell you.
yep, and
Drink more
drink
Coffee.
more coffee and liquor.
and kiss your loved ones.
Try. And
Cheers.
cheers.
We'll see you next week after I figure out what we're gonna have for dinner. Right now, we're gonna go eat this
Yeah, we're gonna go eat.
and find a child somewhere.
Have fun, everybody.
Cheers.